Where's Sharyn? I need Sharyn to call in right now. Sharyn, call in the show right now. Because the reads are there, the notes are there. Where is Sharyn at?
Besito.
With the accessories like Nene, but then they can't be in church, but then they can't do this. What the fuck? Where you had the choir director sleeping with the piano player and she got pregnant, all types of shit. I'm sorry, but is she the one that stole the wig, Jason? I'm gonna light your ass up for that one. I'm gonna need an ancestry.com because I don't see a bit of fucking Puerto Rican. You're gonna have to get over that. We got over that shower curtain in the background. You're gonna have to get over bitches going left and right. Talking about me, you know why? Because that's the only good pussy he'll ever have in his fucking mouth. I'm glad. Instead of running your mouth, run on a fucking treadmill, bitch. How about that?
I love when Sharyn shows up because Sharyn be having the motherfucking notes. She's going to go through them. Go ahead, Sharyn.
Welcome to another episode of Hot Off the Press, everybody. You guys know who I am. I'm Queen Sharyn, Queen of the Messy Report. I cover the mess so you don't have to stress because I do it the motherfucking best. Now, before I even get into how my weekend was and what I did, let's go ahead and put this bitch up on the screen right now, the disclaimer. Okay, now what this disclaimer says is what I tell you guys every single week, which is I know my pussy and I know the 3 kids came out of there. Therefore, they are my responsibility. The whippersnappers that you have running around at your house are your responsibility. So if you don't want them to hear anything, put them to bed. It is not on me. It is on you. This is also for entertainment purposes only. And screenshot and look at the rest. I've done my job. All right, babe, put me back up on the screen. All right, you guys. So my weekend was pretty chill. It was a chill weekend. It was a nice, relaxing weekend. The kids went off to camp. Half the kids went off to camp at the Y. I made a nice salmon Caesar salad before everybody left. I put everything in there: tomatoes, cheese, onions, chicken, croutons. I mean, everything in there. It was a very filling salad. And then I did the salmon. Y'all know me, Chef Sharyn, okay? Degree in Occupational Studies and Culinary Arts. I got that salmon. I skinned that salmon. I cut it into fillets. And then I seared them nice and brown on each side. Put that on top of the salad nice and hot. And we was in there. Now, other than that, I watched Walking Dead this weekend. That's what I did. When I say my weekend was relaxing, it was relaxing. I watched Walking Dead, and those of you that know me know that I am a horror fan. I love horror movies, especially zombie movies, jump scares. I love all of that shit. Paranormal stuff, not so much. But everything horror pretty much. And Walking Dead, that is my number 1 show of all times. I love it. I don't care what anybody else has to say about any other show. No, Walking Dead is my shit. And I can watch it over and over and over again. I do not get tired of it. I've watched it, man. I can't even count on my hands how many times I've watched all the seasons, okay, over and over again. So, like I said, really relaxing. You know, I needed some me time. I needed some time to myself. Everybody needs time to themselves, and the time to sometimes just be like, world stop. You know what I'm saying? Later on, you carry on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see how I threw that little Beyonce lyric in there. And speaking of Beyonce, you guys, Queen is still with the blonde. Okay, I wanted to go for like the blonde bombshell look, and this wig is doing pretty well. She's hanging in there. I mean, look at that shit. Look at how she just comes down and just feathers. I think we doing the damn thing. I think she's still doing her job. So anyway, you guys, with that being said, and me talking to you guys about my weekend, which was not a very eventful weekend at all, let's go ahead and start the topics on the dockets. This is the Messy Report, guys. All right, so now let's get into the first topic on the docket. This past weekend, everybody knows it was the Met Gala. So let's take a look at some of the look. And I gotta tell y'all, like I don't even want to disappoint you, but the Met Gala ate this year. They ate. Usually we have some, really, and we did have some outlandish things there, but we will get into that. But for the most part, they showed out at the Met Gala this year. They showed the fuck out. Let's take a look at some of the looks and see what they were looking like. What do we got first, babe? We got Lizzo. Now, I think, beautiful full figured woman. I think Lizzo, the updo, I love it. It's giving me churchy church vibes, It's giving me like I'm a guest singer. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to give my speech. I'm going to sing a song. And then I'm going to go back to the pews and be that auntie that's clapping in the crowd and fanning her fan. Okay. So Lizzo was definitely giving me church vibes. I see the train behind her. Who else we got, babe? Okay, we got Holly Bailey. Okay. I keep saying Holly Bailey and it's Haley Bailey. I be wanting to say Holly Berry. But Haley Bailey, everybody, this guys to me is gorgeous. Did not disappoint. Another long train. I love the netting and the foofiness of the arms. I love the sheerness of the dress. And I really like Haley. And I think the thing is that the reason why I like her so much is because her attitude is so humble and she's just so sweet and just so, just like soft spirited. So I think I think Haley, she killed it on this one. She killed it. Who else we got? Okay, we got Kendall Jenner. I like the fact that Kendall Jenner embraces her natural body. I think that she is the only one out of all the Kardashians and or the Kardashian Jenners that actually has her natural body, and that's including Bruce Jenner. I mean, even her dad don't got the same goddamn body that he was born into this world with. So props to you, Kendall, for embracing your body. And I like the flowy capes. I think that she killed it. And I'm noticing a trend this year. I saw a lot of excuse me, really long trains or flowy, like looked like a cape, whether if it was coming from the shoulders or the arms, or the midsection, or it was just the train on the ground. I was really seeing the cape thing this year. And I think Kendall, I think she killed it. Who else we got? Ice Spice, you guys. Ice Spice is starting to grow on me a little bit. Now I still ain't too much of a fan of the rapping, but she is really starting to grow on me. She is just a beautiful young lady. And I think that this was sleek and simple. And she did the damn thing. I love the slick back with the bangs and how they're slicked to the side. Way different than her normal, curly headed afro, red curly haired afro. I think Ice Spice again killed it. Another one that killed it. Who else we got? Okay, this nigga, Lil Nas X. At this point in time with Lil Nas X, I'm over it. We done seen dick and balls, and balls and dick. Okay, we done seen his chest. We done seen every piece of sparkle glued to his body. We done seen his ass cheeks. We've seen his clappers clapping. We watched him ride the devil's dick. At this point in time, we know that Lil Nas X is gonna bust out with something for shock value. And this year, it just didn't give it. I'm over it. I'm over it. We're tired of seeing your dick and balls. We don't want to see the bulge no more. We're tired of it. Who we got next, Ben? Okay, Gigi Hadid. Now another beautiful young lady. I love the falling off the hips again with the train. You guys remember what I said? The trend that we've been seeing with the capes and the trains coming off of people. And I think it looks good. I think that Gigi killed this as well. All right, who else we got? Okay, we got Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. Now, I thought that Rihanna, of course, again, gorgeous. Rihanna, we know, is a fashion icon. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but when ASAP took off her jacket, that's a jacket that she's wearing over her dress. She had a beautiful gown on. She was glowing. Her pregnant belly was poking out, and it was just beautiful. It was gorgeous. I love the sunglasses. Now, see, if me or you wore some sunglasses like this, motherfuckers would talk about us. They pick on us and tell us we got our shits from the dollar store. But only somebody like Rihanna can pull off sunglasses with motherfucking eyelashes on them and make a fashion statement. I love the bold red look. I think Rihanna was beautiful. Now, I'm sorry guys, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I wasn't feeling ASAP Rocky's outfit. ASAP, man. Mm, mm. You needed to change your clothes ASAP. I wasn't feeling it. I mean, nigga, you wearing what looks like a kilt with some jeans, what looks like, some cowboy boots, square-toed cowboy boots. You got your shades on. To me, I didn't know if you was trying to uh buy an ounce of weed, if you was trying to smoke a pipe, if you was trying to blow pipes. I don't know what the fuck you was trying to give off in this look, but I just did not like it. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a Scottish nigga. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling it ASAP. I wasn't feeling it, and I wanted to so bad because Riri killed it. But nah, that's a pass for me, ASAP. That's a pass. I know that you were probably trying to, really make a fashion statement. Because I mean, let's be honest, you standing next to Rihanna, you better damn well make a fashion statement. But nah, ASAP. No. Who else we got, man? We got Doja Cat, you guys, who showed up on the carpet as a motherfucking cat. This is, again, you know what I'm saying? I feel like every year people go for shock value, how many oohs and they can get. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Doja was trying to accomplish that with coming as a cat. Nevertheless, her dress is very beautiful. Her dress is amazing. Okay, physique is amazing. And I don't know who it was, but she wasn't the only one that showed up on the carpet dressed as a cat. There was another gentleman that dressed up as a cat, but he was a giant, furry, fluffy cat. Again, shock value. So for shock value, it really, if you follow Doja Cat and you pay attention to her, this really isn't shocking to you. Doja Cat is a weird bitch. Now, and I like Doja Cat. I like her music, but that's a weird bitch. She weird. So really, did it shock me? No, but love the dress nevertheless. All right, who else we got, baby? We got Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. Now, I mean, nothing's wrong with the way that they were dressed. I thought that Dwayne killed it. I thought he was given, very handsome. Gabrielle, it kind of looks like she's a fish standing up, like she has a little fin poking out there at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? The makeup, the hair killed it. The outfit, I really wasn't feeling it. I don't like the train in the front. I don't know if somebody didn't adjust her dress for her. You know how you have the people there that come behind you and kind of smooth things out. Well, they must have been over there with goddamn Ice Spice and goddamn Carisha and Diddy, because nobody came and straightened out motherfucking Gabrielle's shit. Okay. The leather long coat over the gown, just not feeling it. Not feeling it. Who else we got? Right here. Matter of fact, and they deserve that applause. They deserve that applause. Motherfucking Young Miami, aka Carisha and P. Diddy, stepped out at the Met Gala and they killed that shit. They shut that shit down. And I would have to say this too about Young Miami. I I've always liked Young Miami. I've always, City Girls, I've liked her, but I didn't know she was as talented as she was, especially after seeing her acting scene. I was like, oh Lord, only thing that this girl can do is rap, and she just needs to stick to rapping. However, she has really surprised me, and surprised me in a good way, because she is stepping out as royalty, and rightfully so, because this bitch has been fucking slaying. She has been slaying. Not only that, but doing good on her show. And I think that right now, or in this photo, you could just see she really exudes just. You could tell she's in her prime right now. Like she's doing the damn thing, and she knows she's doing the motherfucking thing. Then Diddy, it was good. It was good to see Diddy not just in in a suit. Again, you guys, we got the cape theme going on. I love the black roses on there. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was motherfucking goddamn brilliant. I thought it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. We got the princess and we got the, you know what I'm saying, the grandpa. Now that ain't no disrespect to you, Diddy. You know that you are older, and we don't even know that you older by the way you look, because you a fine ass old man. Okay. But you are older. And I think that nevertheless, you guys definitely stepped out with the, I love the pearls on Carisha. I love the, you know what else I wonder, when you're at these events and stuff like that, is there anybody, is it ever a time when the person sitting behind you is pissed as hell? Because I know for me, I'd be mad as hell if I was sitting behind Carisha. I'd be mad as hell trying to see away from that, away around that. But they looked good. They looked good. Who else we got? We got anybody else? Okay. All right. So those y'all, like I said, there was nothing really I could say about the Met Gala looks because they killed it. They killed it, didn't they? Like I mean, who I was literally looking all this weekend and looking at photos and stuff, and I just was not disappointed. And there were so, whoa, yep. Let's get that nigga off the screen for right now. Thank you. He was not one of the good looks. Okay. We're going to save him for a little bit later. But there were so many great looks and we couldn't put them all on here. Fucking Naomi Campbell, Keke Palmer, y'all, there were Usher. There were so many good looks at the Met Gala 2023 this year. You're not going to hear nothing from Queen. Congratulations, you guys. Well done. You guys did an amazing job. Now, let's go to the next topic on the docket. We're going to talk about this nigga right here. And this nigga right here. And this young lady right here. Now, I know you guys have been hearing the buzz. It's not time for that either, but it's okay. It's all right. Put me back on big screen, baby. Okay. You guys, me and hubby we're running off of fumes right now. Okay, so cut us a little bit of slack. But anyway, like I was saying, I know that you guys have heard the buzz all through the weekend about what's going on between Chris Brown and Usher and Tiana Taylor. So let's talk about it. All right, Chris Brown and longtime friend and mentor Usher allegedly got into an altercation on Friday night at the performer's 34th birthday party. Usher, who has been friends with Brown for several years, reportedly hosted the party and sang happy birthday to the under the influence singer, according to a video posted to Twitter by an attendee. However, things took a turn when Brown tried to talk to Tiana Taylor, who was also in attendance and sitting on a bench outside the rink. It's reported that she ignored Brown. That's when sources said Brown became angry and Usher attempted to speak with him. However, Brown began cursing while skating away. Brown had allegedly began cursing at both Taylor and Usher before leaving the skating rink. Usher is said to have removed his skates in order to find Brown. A witness told TMZ that soon after, they saw Usher emerge from behind a string of charter buses in the parking lot with what appeared to be a bloody nose. Now, you guys, when we talk about this, all this is alleged. We don't really know what really went down. We don't know if fists were thrown. We don't know if Usher was jumped. We don't know that. What we do know is that there was some sort of altercation. Okay, if you go and you watch the video, you can see Chris Brown yell at Tiana Taylor. Then you can see him, Usher going up to him, looks like trying to calm him down, and then Chris nutting the fuck up on Usher. Now, I would like to say this also, allegedly. It's also said that Chris Brown had a problem with Tiana and didn't even want Tiana to show up because he felt like that Tiana was the reason why his AMA performance got canceled. Now, if you guys remember, some months back, Chris Brown was due to perform at the AMA, at the AMAs, and he was going to do a Michael Jackson tribute. Well, Tiana was supposed to be working on that performance with him, but she backed out. And it says that that's why he's upset, because he feels like she cost him that gig, and that's on her. But Chris, I got to tell you something, boo-boo. It's not on her. It's on you, my nigga. That performance was not canceled because of Tiana. It didn't have anything to do with Tiana. It had to do with you and how you conduct yourself, and how you show that you are to the public and how you continue to show that you are to the public. Nobody wants to work with you when you're known for being abusive and you're a firecracker. Okay. And it was shown in the videos over the weekend that yes, you do indeed have an anger problem. You do have an anger issue. Now, here's the thing. Let me break this down. First off, I think it's pretty fucked up because I think that, well, let me fix my lips. I think that it's pretty fucked up that Tiana showed up regardless of what was going on. And obviously you didn't have too big of a problem with her, else you would have said, if Tiana Taylor comes to this party, do not let her in. She showed up to support you. That's been your homie since you were like 16. Y'all been in this industry together. And she has supported you and backed you up. So I think that maybe you should have took that like, damn, you know what I'm saying? She still came to show me love, but it comes off, very conceited, very ungrateful. Okay. And it's really a bad look on you. Now with Usher, I want to say Usher is the most, from what I can see, okay, from social media, from what I see, Usher is the most unproblematic person out there. He don't have no beefs with nobody. He don't be talking no shit about nobody. Usher just smiles and dances. That's all. He just smiles and dances. That's it. You got it bad, and sings. That's it. And still does a damn good job at it. I have watched this nigga speak on you and speak nothing but praises to you, Chris. I have watched him be on stage at his own show and bring you up. I have watched him take his shoes off, pass them down to you, and bow down like this, as in telling you that you are indeed, I'm passing the torch. I'm passing the torch to you. I have watched this young man show you so much love. And to see the way that you even yelled at him and screamed at him was just so distasteful. And here's the thing, like Chris, I've been rooting for you. I really am. I really have. But this is the thing. We just were talking about a few weeks back about how the Rihanna thing, the situation has passed. Rihanna has moved on. She's not thinking about it anymore. Let's give him a second chance. Everybody makes mistakes. Let's not cancel him. Let's let him continue to be the best Chris that he could be. But Chris, this is the reason why people are motherfucking canceling you. This is the reason why people don't want to fuck with you. And yes, I understand it that sometimes friends have arguments or have disagreements. You, however, sir, cannot afford to show that in the public light. You can't. Not if you are wanting to have any type of career. Okay? The fact that this was caught on camera, who knows what went on, off of camera? Who knows if you actually put your hands on Usher, or because when he tried to come up to you and calm you down, you know what I'm saying? We saw the explosion. And like I said, this is just a bad look for you. This is the thing. You went through the Rihanna situation, okay? Then you went through the Karrueche situation. So not only did you go through those situations, plus other reports of allegedly of you of being abusive towards women or aggressive towards women, but now you are shown in public yelling and screaming at another woman. So that's not a good look for you, Chris. So everything that is affecting you and that is holding you back and stopping you from doing what you need to do in your career, nigga, that's your motherfucking fault. That is your motherfucking fault. After Rihanna and Karrueche and between all the other coochies that you done been with, nigga, you should know better by now. So now I'm not fooled by how good you look. I don't give a fuck how good you look. I don't give a fuck how big your dick is, nigga. The shit that you're doing is really unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And at the end of the day, Chris, you're going to look around and won't nobody want to fuck with you. Because look at how many people already don't want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now allegedly, they say he was on that Tina, that cocaine. That's what they said that he was on. They said that he had been drinking excessively, and that he was already very intoxicated. And I'm going to tell you, by the looks of that video, it does. It looks like you are very intoxicated. And you do not seem like a happy drunk. You seem like an angry drunk, which may explain why you've gotten into a lot of the situations that you've gotten into, Chris. So maybe you need to think about AA. Maybe you need to think about stopping drinking. If you're doing them ski slopes, just say nope, okay? And just bring it back a notch because you're going to lose everybody that's in your corner. Usher has been one of your number one fans. Y'all done did music together. That's your mentor, your brother, and fix it. Fix it. Usher is too good of a guy. And you know what I think too, Chris? I really think you did this shit publicly. I think you need to get on social media and I think you need to apologize publicly. Hey, even if you guys all agree, we not gonna say nothing happened, no hands was thrown or anything like that. Even if you get on there and just be like, look, it was inappropriate for me to speak to my sister that way, regardless of how I was feeling, we could have had a later conversation, and it was wrong for me to speak to my brother that way. Fix it, Chris, because we're rooting for you. We're rooting for you. All right, let's get to the next topic on the docket. Donald Trump, y'all. Donald Trump. Are y'all tired of seeing this motherfucker? Are y'all tired of seeing this motherfucker yet? Because I am. But, hey, it's the messy report, and I cover the mess. You don't have to stress. So let's get into it. All right. Video has surfaced of Trump on the stand during his deposition in a sexual assault case where he claimed that a lot of stars can grab women by the pussy simply because they want to and have been for millions of years. Short, simple, sweet, to the point. Because I don't got to read no 3-4 motherfucking paragraphs to sit there and say this. This nigga was really the president. I do not understand how this is what the deposition consisted of. And how this nigga was still able to get away with it. He is admitting in the video that yes, he bought a female furniture, and for sex allegedly. And then not only that, but he's sitting there and he is saying plain as day, hey, celebrities have been able to get rid of this shit or get by with this shit for years. We can grab them by the pussy all we want to. Rather it be fortunately, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? We end up getting some, maybe only had to pay a couple of dollars, or unfortunately. And then certain ones get slapped with sexual assault charges or lawsuits. The fact that you were sitting there and saying that and excusing it and making it okay and saying, oh, well, everybody did it, so, or a lot of people have done it, it makes it okay. Nigga, a lot of white motherfuckers done lynched us black people. Does that make it okay? Because a lot of motherfucking people have done it? That makes no sense to me. And I ask y'all, is this really who you guys want to see for your 2024 president? I don't even think that this nigga should be allowed to run. He shouldn't be allowed to run based on how the fuck his hair looks alone. That ain't a good motherfucking representation of our country. Do you see this shit? I couldn't believe it when I heard what he said and him making excuses about it. And then when he said a lot of celebrities do this, the lady asked him, well, do you consider yourself a celebrity? And he said yes. So what you've been telling us, Donald Trump, is that you've been doing this for a long motherfucking time and you just now got caught up about it. So ain't much I can say except for this nigga is a dumbass. We don't really give a fuck about Trump. The fact that he's only in the lines if he's doing something like goddamn frauding on taxes or grabbing a woman by the pussy or his motherfucking hair flying off lets you know that this nigga ain't worth shit and he ain't worth no more of our time. Let's get to the next topic on the docket. Ebony K. Williams, you guys, and DJ Envy. Let's put them up on the screen, babe. All right, so this young lady and this young gentleman, this is Ebony K. Williams and DJ Envy. Now, Ebony K. Williams stopped by the Breakfast Club May 4th to defend her controversial bus driver comment. During the interview, tension sparked between the esteemed lawyer and host DJ Envy. The former Real Housewives of New York star offered insight on her remark during her viral Griot interview with Ayanna Van Zandt. The radio host and author clarified that her aversion to dating a bus driver was not a comment meant to attack the working class of black men. She claimed that she wanted to bring attention to some socioeconomic factors holding black people back from liberation. Then DJ Envy challenged the Loyola graduate. The radio personality said he felt as though Williams was shitting on black men in the working class with her comment. Envy argued that it was hypocritical of the star to preach about uplifting black men when she was once engaged to a white man. Envy's beige rage began to show as he defended his stance. He argued that some of the bus drivers and blue collar workers that Williams was seemingly hating were hurt by the comments, especially fans that may support her show and buy her books. Envy claimed that the average and mediocre workers were vital to America's backbone. He cited the hard work of his mother and father as an example. The star-born Rashawn Casey said his parents worked multiple jobs to put him through school so he could be the first person in his family to attend college. Woo! That was a mouthful. Now, I'm gonna be honest on this. Shut the fuck up. And I'm gonna tell you this, like, now, do I think that we need to be so shallow that we're like, oh, you know what I'm saying, like, straight out the gate, you know what I'm saying, like every man need to have $1 million job? But this, you just cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit. Y'all are getting mad at this woman because she is sitting there saying what type of man she likes, what type of man she's into. Now, the comment, in case you guys are wondering what the comment was, she was asked on the interview if she would date a bus driver, and then she was like, pretty much like, does he own the buses? And, making a joke, kind of insinuating that she wouldn't date a bus driver. And a lot of people were upset and outraged by this. You guys, people's choices are people's choices. DJ Envy, she did not sit there and put down black men and sit there and say, oh, if you are a middle-class worker, you are a piece of shit. She did not say that. She said what she preferred. Now, DJ Envy, I've seen pictures of your wife, okay? Very European, the long, straight, glossy, flowy hair, okay? The fair skin. That's your type. So that's what you prefer, right? So how is it, what if somebody sat there and told you and said, oh, no, it's very offensive to dark-skinned women that you not, sitting there and being with your own kind? What if that was said to you? I feel like people need to get the fuck off on these preferences. If she prefers not to be with a man or whatever that's a bus driver, and she wants a man that motherfucking owns buses, good for her. Good for her. A lot of the times what's wrong in America is goddamn that we settle for these no good, stupid ass niggas that don't do shit, that don't have any goals, that don't have any aspirations. And then we get stuck and then we're doing the work for them. I mean, it's just so many things that go into it. Her preference was her preference. For a fan or for somebody to sit there and have a problem, like the people that support her book and her show that may be middle-classmen, that may drive buses, I really feel like y'all got your motherfucking panties in a bunch, because she wasn't even saying it like that. I, for one, am not really attracted to white men unless it's Eminem. You're not going to sit there and label me a this, that, and the other, because that is not what I'm attracted to or what I am feeling. There are certain type of men that you just know that, or people that you would not do good in a relationship with. There was nothing wrong with what she said. And I think that DJ Envy, I think what your parents did was great. In no way, shape, or form did she diminish that. In no way, shape, or form did she take that away from you. You're being too fucking sensitive. Let that woman like who the fuck she likes. Because at the end of the day, it's not your dick she's sucking. It's not your dick she's riding. If that woman don't want to be with somebody that drives buses, then she don't want to be with somebody that drives buses. And if you want to be with her, then that means, nigga, you need to reach for the stars and achieve and do better and make sure that you ain't a bus driver. But that's about as far as it goes. I really think that DJ Envy made this a bigger deal than it had to be. I don't feel like it was in that context at all. And I feel like he just really made this a bigger deal than it had to be. DJ Envy, you gonna need to grow some balls on this one. Grow some balls, man the fuck up. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep to me. All right, you guys, it's time to get into the next segment. Let's get into it. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, let's get into it. Now, You guys know that when we get into the let's get into it segment, that it's me and we're actually, diving, into a subject, into a topic. And I tell you guys what the topic is. All I'm going to say that the topic is about is us. Us. Remember that word, us. Just remember what I said, us. And when I mean us, I'm talking about us brown skinned people, us. So I'm going to read a couple of things and then we're going to get into it and I'm going to break it down. All right. Here we go. Now, Kathleen Casillo, a Queens woman who plowed her car into Black Lives Matter protesters in Midtown, was berated by demonstrators outside Manhattan Court Monday after she cut a sweetheart plea deal with prosecutors, dodging jail time. Kathleen Casillo, 53, faced 7 years in prison if convicted in the December 2020 incident that left 6 people injured, but was instead sentenced to 5 hours of community service as part of the agreement with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. Now let's put a picture of her up real quick, guys. This right here is Casillo right here. This is Kathleen Casillo. You see her pale face sitting there looking at the goddamn camera, standing up, for her trial and for her hearing. That bitch knew she was gonna get the fuck off, but that's her cold face, as if she got something to be stone-faced about. But anyway, under the deal, Casillo pleaded guilty to reckless endangerment, a misdemeanor, but that will get knocked down to mere disorderly conduct violation as she fulfills her sentence and stays out of trouble for 6 months. Prosecutors and her lawyers said Casillo said, "Oh, that was it. Cut." Y'all, did I tell you guys that me and hubby are running off of fumes? But that's how dedicated we are. My eyes are so blurry. I could barely see right now. But that's our dedication to the show. Now, so this lady, you guys, back in 2020, plowed her car straight through a crowd of protesters for Black Lives Matter. Now, she said that she was scared for her life and scared for her daughter's life, which forced her to panic and press on the gas as she flew through. Now, you guys know if this would have been us, if the tables were turned, if it would have been a black motherfucker behind that wheel that hit a bunch of white people, nigga, we'd be locked up and thrown beneath the motherfucking jail. Nigga, we'd already be in goddamn in line with the cuffs around our hands, walking to the goddamn electric chair, going to get the needle. Nigga, we would have been done for. And it is the mere fact that when you watch the video and you see how fast she was going and how hard she plowed into those people, these people have permanent injuries. These families are suffering for doing nothing, but being just doing doing their rights. The First Amendment, okay, they were doing nothing wrong at all. And this lady, from what I think, allegedly, was mad to see a bunch of motherfucking black folks together saying that their lives matter too, that she plowed into that motherfucking that crowd. I don't think that was I panicked and I hit the gas. That's just crazy to me. And then for it to be only 5 hours of community service. I know people that done got tickets, tickets and didn't pay a ticket and then got worse punishment than this bitch with hitting a bunch of black folks with her car. And why the fuck wasn't this called attempted murder? Let me keep reading. Now, this is all going to come together. Let me keep going. Same topic, but another topic in the same topic. Now, a man named Jordan Neely was killed while riding on a subway in New York City after aggressively complaining about having no food or something to drink while nobody stepped in. Now, Jordan Neely, right? This was a homeless man. And he was on the subway and he was complaining about not having any food, not having anything to drink. And they were saying that he was aggressive with it. Now, I don't know how aggressive he was, if nobody was touched or harmed or anything like that. But nevertheless, an ex-Marine stepped in and put him in a chokehold. They put this man in a chokehold for 15 minutes. And he died. He lost his life. Nobody stepped in. Nobody did anything. Now, I can understand the George Floyd situation because you guys couldn't run up on the cops. You guys couldn't touch the cops and get them to get off of him and to stop. There was nothing you guys could do but stand by and watch. But this young man, we have got to have realized, and I mean, it's got to make you feel like we have failed in some type of way. The fact that a white man was able to put his fucking arms, when he's not the law, around a black person's throat and hold it for 15 fucking minutes while nobody stepped in and helped. But check this out. Cool motherfuckers, actual black people stepped in to help him hold Neely's arms down. Can you believe that shit? Held his arms down and put him in a chokehold for 15 minutes. Now, I don't know about you, but when you get into those last moments, you're not flailing around. You don't even have enough energy to move about like that. So when the fuck were you planning on letting go? Because when he started to get weaker and he wasn't moving like he was, you didn't think then to let him the fuck go? Let me go into the next part. Mayor Eric Adams. Let's put him up on the screen. All right. This is Mayor Edwards or Eric Adams, you guys, of NYC. Okay. Now, he has ripped Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez for rushing to conclude that Jordan Neely was murdered when he was put in a chokehold by a Marine. His owner criticized the progressive lawmaker along with City Comptroller Brad Lander. Y'all, my eyes are so blurry. Who claimed people are cheering how the troubled 30-year-old homeless man was choked to death by a vigilante without consequence. I don't think that's very responsible at the time where we are still investigating the situation, Adams said on CNN premiere late Wednesday when asked about both inflammatory tweets. Let's let the DA conduct his investigation with the law enforcement officials to really interfere for the law enforcement officials. Oh, I'm so tired. To really interfere with that is not the right thing to do. And this nigga just looked like a coon ass motherfucker. I'm telling you right now. Bitch, did you see what the fuck I saw? What do you mean let them conduct an investigation before we call it murder? Bitch, it was murder. It was fucking murder. Nobody told that bitch ass nigga to go and put his hands around a black man's neck and hold it for goddamn motherfucking 15 minutes. Bitch, if you want to sit there and show off your strength and that you are ex-Marine, do that shit on your own fucking people. How about that? And I think the fact that this cool motherfucker gonna sit there and go back behind and get upset that somebody reported and said that it was murder and then go back and sit there and say you think that that was irresponsible. No, I think that you, being a black man in America, seeing another fucking black man that has been murdered, because that's what the fuck he was. And for you to sit there and say, oh, well, let's let the investigation do its course. And you guys see what happened with Castillo. Y'all saw what happened with Kathleen Castillo. This happened in 2020. It's 2023. And this bitch got the fuck off with 5 hours of community service. Do y'all see what the let's get into it is about this week? It's about us. They are killing us. They are killing us. And every time that these motherfuckers get away with killing one of us, hurting one of us, doing whatever it is that they're doing, and they get away with it, it makes the next motherfucker stronger. Them bitches join together like a motherfucking ant colony. One-on-one, they might can do a little. Them bitches goddamn come together, they can run a whole motherfucking colony. And it's going to be a whole motherfucking colony of goddamn Motherfuckers trying to lynch us, trying to hit us with their cars. When I saw this shit that was going on and I saw, okay, you got a man that was murdered on a subway. Excuses are being made about that. How the fuck is a homeless man aggressively talking about food and water? Man, fuck this shit. I want me something to eat. How the fuck does that hurt anybody? Did he touch anybody? Did he come towards anybody? Then the fact that Casilo rammed her fucking car through a goddamn crowd of black people peacefully protesting about Black Lives Matters, like she was at the motherfucking goddamn bowling alley and she had a big shiny goddamn black ball and was knocking down all them goddamn black pins of people and only got 5 hours of community fucking service. Then on top of that, our own people ain't even backing us up. You got somebody that has a platform like this mayor of New York City that could be sitting there and speaking up on behalf of us, speaking up on behalf of the shit that is happening to us, speaking up on the fact that they are killing us. And he did no such thing. I think this is irresponsible. I think this is irresponsible as a black community. I think we need to stop making excuses for it. It was wrong. It was wrong. That white dude killed a black man, a homeless black man. We really have got to do better. And it was so disheartening seeing that. And you're not even focused of really getting down to the bottom of the situation. Mayor of NYC, it seems like you're more focused on creating drama and ripping somebody a new one that reported real news. Real news. I know that they said that the mayor of New York and that they done had some shitty ones and shit like that, but I most definitely believe it now. Like this nigga right here, and look at him, just look like a coon. Just look like a motherfucking coon. I think it's so sad. I really wanted to get into this conversation. I really wanted to talk about it. And I want to know what you guys think about it. I want to know, do you guys think that it was okay for the military guy to put the homeless guy in a chokehold for 15 minutes? Do you guys think it's being handled responsibly? What would you guys have done if that was you, if you were there? If you were a bystander, would you have helped and tried to get him off the homeless man? Would you have helped him hold down the homeless man? I'm really interested in what you guys have to say and what you guys think. I'm really interested. And let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. Let's talk about how we are dying. Let's talk about how they are killing us. And let's talk about how the fuck they are getting away with it. So you guys let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. But really disgusted by this. Really, and shame on you to the judge that signed off on that Casilo bullshit. Because you got damn 53 years old and you got a pale motherfucking face and you was able to get in front of that judge and cry crocodile tears and I was so scared and the big, scary, angry black people made me scared. So that's why I mashed on my gas. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. All right, you guys, let's get into the next segment. It is time to address the mess. It's time to address the mess. There we go. Address the mess. There we go. All right, you guys. Address the mess. Here we go. Howard Stern, everybody. Howard Stern. That's Howard Stern right there. Yes, it does not deceive you. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is motherfucking Howard Stern and goddamn blackface. Now, I told y'all this a few episodes ago and told you guys this racist fuck that I'm about tired of him. This nigga has said so much racist shit to us and had the audacity to go on a rant and rave this past weekend. But let's get into it. All right. Radio shock jock Howard Stern said the black players won't come over and say hello to me when he's sitting courtside at Madison Square Garden. for Knicks games. Stern said that the players prefer to go over to Spike Lee and other black celebrities that he sits next to, including Chris Rock and Tracy Morgan. The Knicks have been very kind to me, Stern said. They put, this shit is fucking. They put me right in the front row, Stern said, during Monday's broadcast of his Sirius XM program, The Howard Stern Show. His comments were reported by the news site. Fuck this shit. We live in color. Nigga, because I can't see. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because the bitch can't see. I cannot see. All right, here we go. Boom, here we go. It says, the Knicks have been very kind to me. They put me right in the front row, Stern said during Monday's broadcast of his Sirius XM program, The Howard Stern Show. His comments were reported by the news site Mediaite. That's when I knew I was famous, Stern said, of having a front row seat at the Garden where a ticket can cost as much as $7,000 when I have courtside. They put me courtside and the black players won't come over and say hello to me, but they go over to Spike Lee, the shock jock said. Robin Quivers, Stern's sidekick, asked, they don't acknowledge you at all? No, I'll be sitting next to Tracy Morgan or Chris Rock, Stern recalled. You know, they seat you where they seat you. And a lot of times when I'm there, I'm next to Tracy Morgan, who is so funny, Stern continued, and he's sitting there and like a couple of the players will come over. They like give him that bro shake and stuff, Stern added. And I'm like, these guys should hug me too. Stern said, I mean, what am I? I grew up in a black neighborhood in the Long Island town of Roosevelt. You know what I mean? I mean, they should know that, but I get ignored. Stern told Quivers that he thought he was being shunned because he's a white guy. You think it's a racial thing? I'm sure they talk to some white people, Quivers said. No, not that I saw. I want them to. I want them to talk to me, Stern said. I want them to come up and go, hey, Howard, fan of the show or something. I don't know. That's what I want. Stern said he has gotten some attention from both black and white referees. Can I get a shout out from some of the players, Stern said. He added, I just get upset. I'm like, fame to me is very important. I'll admit it. Like, I like for people to recognize me. They might be recognizing you, just not speaking to you, Quivers said. Stern, the reason why they ain't fucking with you is because, bitch, you racist. You racist motherfucker. Look at you. Do you see, babe, am I pointing the right way? Or is it on the other side? It's right here. I'm right here, babe. Bitch, you are fucking racist. Do you see this picture that we are looking at right now? Bitch, you got a motherfucking black face on. Bitch, you comment on our culture time and time again, down in people, sitting there and talking shit, black face. And let's not forget that, bitch, you had enough nerve to try to talk about and go in on Rihanna about the motherfucking Super Bowl, bitch. Bitch. From what it seems like just in that article, what you said, it seems to me that you want the niggas to play the basketball game, aka be on the porch and do a little dance and a little jig. Then you want them to come over and acknowledge you, aka, was that good, a master? Was that good, a boss? Did you like it? Did I do the jig good enough for you, boss? Bitch, don't nobody gotta kiss your goddamn old wrinkly ass Howard Stern. What the fuck do you think this is? The fact because you want to be recognized, that's you, boo-boo. They ain't got shit to do with anybody else. If them motherfuckers are sitting there and goddamn dapping up Tracy Morgan and Spike Lee, maybe it's because they like them niggas. But to try to put that false narrative out there that you don't see them talking to any white people. I mean, come on, Howard. This is why nobody fucks with you in our culture, our community, because you do shit like this. You talk the most shit about us. I mean, got the most shit to say. And then bitch play motherfucking victim. I don't give a fuck if you sit in courtside. Maybe they're just not that into you. Maybe that's what it is. Even your host was trying to tell them. I'm pretty sure they know who you are. They just don't motherfucking speak to you. Everybody knows who the fuck you are, Howard. Everybody knows who you are. There, you wanted that validation, you got it. Now, everybody don't give a fuck who you are. That's the other part. Motherfuckers know who you are, but they don't give a fuck about who you are. These goddamn black men, black athletes, let me tell you something, don't work their ass off. They are motherfucking millionaires and billionaires. They don't owe you a fuck ass thing. They don't gotta come and wash your feet, shine your shoes, iron your shirt, do shit, nigga. Not a fuck ass thing. You got everything to say about our motherfucking culture. And you down our culture time and time again. Now, bitch, you want them to acknowledge you just because you famous? No. No. This right here was a hot ass mess. This was a hot ass mess. And bitch, you think, see, and that's what I'm saying. It's motherfuckers like you that I know behind closed doors is in the mirror just nigga, 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 like you pulling it. I know you are. Because the fact that you said, I grew up in the hood. I grew up around black folks. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. We don't care. That does not give you a permanent pass or give you the right to be able to think that you can demand somebody to come over to you and kiss your ass. Because that's what it is. You want somebody to go and kiss your ass. Here is a news flash, Howard. We don't like you. We don't like you. We don't like you. We don't like you. Y'all get a little goofy when I get, you know what I'm saying, tired and delusional. But it is the truth. It is the truth. Master wants to sit there and tear down the black folks and then turn around and expect the black folks to goddamn kiss his ass. You were born in the wrong year, Howard. We in 2023. It don't work that way. It don't work that way no more. This definitely had to go underneath the topic of address the mess. Because you guys, I just could not believe that Howard Stern had the audacity. At this point in time, I think you're just saying stuff to stay relevant. No, I think nobody fucking respects you. We don't like you. We don't care about you. You don't get a pass. Motherfucker Eminem get a pass before you get a pass, and he don't even say the shit and do the shit that you've done. Now I don't give a fuck how many motherfucking goddamn black people you grew up around, or that you had doing your shit for you. Nigga, we don't care. We don't like you. We don't respect you. We hate you, Howard Stern. You're a bitch, Howard Stern. You're a punk, Howard Stern. And you ugly as hell, Howard Stern. And with that being said, you guys, that is the end of Address the Mess. I do not know how long we went on the show today, but we are now at the conclusion of the show. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. You guys remember, you guys can go over to my Instagram, follow me at Royal Queen Sharyn. Also, you guys make sure that you click like and hit that subscribe button and follow down below. I thank you guys so much for doing this with us. It was another late night again tonight. We was tired, but me and hubby motherfucking hung in there and we did the damn thing. High five in the air, babe. There we go. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork make the motherfucking dream work. And again, you guys know who the fuck I am. I'm Queen Sharyn, Queen of the Messy Report. I cover the mess so you don't have to stress. And until next week, deuces.